All right, and so we are going to go on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Anthony Carmona, 231002. Mr. or Anthony, your name, please?
Can I say one thing before my name?
No, we got to go through this process. I think it'd be wise to let the process go and let me do most of the speaking.
I'm sorry. Anthony.
Hold on.
Your Honor, as to bond, my client's 30 years old. He indicates he's not on probation or parole. He owns his own business. He's actually very busy doing heating and cooling. In fact, he would be working right now, but for the fact that he's in custody. He is married, but he is living alone right now in Taylor. I understand that he has a strong family support system. He indicates he will appear at any and all future court dates. He will not violate in any way. So at this time, we would be respectfully requesting consideration for a personal bond. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Carmona, what company do you own?
Google it. It's got 5-star reviews. I don't even have a single 4-star review.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, and you're married?
Yeah. Can I say something?
Sure, sir.
And this is the only time I can say this. You're very pretty, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I'm done. I'm not saying it again.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Why did I say that? Okay. All right.
That's not going to affect your bond determination, I can tell you
Oh,
that.
I just needed you to know that truth. That's all.
Today, we have a follow-up hearing from a case that took place in Judge DeSanto's court a month ago. This defendant is back on a bond violation. I thought this hearing was pretty interesting considering the defendant's demeanor is completely different from the last hearing. I am following this case very closely, so please keep in mind that we have more hearings coming up in the following months. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
All right, good morning, Mr. Carmona. Where Mr.
It's in the law room there.
Okay.
Actually, can I ask you a question? A legal question?
No, really, your attorney.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland, standing in for attorney of record, Christopher Schempke.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Carmona, your name for the record, please. I'm sorry?
That's okay. Andrew Carmine.
All right, thank you. And sir, Mr. Schempke is your attorney of record, and he is not able to be here today, so Mr. Westmoreland is standing in for him. Do you have any objection to that?
No.
Okay. And so Mr. Westmoreland, your attorney wanted to ask a legal question, but you were not in the courtroom, so I don't know if you wanted to ask him what his legal question was, if he wanted to ask or not.
My work has PPO on me, and she's in the courtroom, and it's antagonizing that she's even there.
And that's why?
Antagonizing me and having me on edge. I don't feel comfortable at all because of the problem, because it's illegal for me to even see her accessing.
Well, sir,
And I feel like I'm being that.
well, I can tell you that there's not going to be any communication between the two of you.
There just was to be there.
You know who's him?
This officer right here just told me what they had to say to me.
What they had to say,
Yes, he communicated to me their message,
which was what?
which was the only reason why I got to be on this podium right now is because of their presence. So them being here is no benefiting me somehow.
So I think that was probably so that
He's bringing up to me things that I do not know.
sir, I'm pretty positive the reason that was stated to you was because since there are other parties to the case that are in the courtroom, that your matter was going sooner rather than later.
I'm letting you know how it affected me despite his intent.
Okay. All right. So there wasn't any communication that was relayed between the parties.
Let me know that they're here.
Okay. So, sir, you're here.
That's an action which speaks louder than words.
It's an open courtroom. Anybody can participate.
I'm not like legal.
Sir, do you have a copy of your PPO with you?
I know. I have a picture of it.
Okay, you take a look at that.
Mr. Chemsky has it.
I understand that. Let me take a look at the picture that you have.
I'm going to my emails.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to look at my emails and pull up Chemsky's emails. But it says she's not allowed to even appear within my sight, within my vision.
You're not to go somewhere where she's at. Okay, let me just tell you, sir, for purposes of personal protection orders, court cases are kind of a neutral ground. So long.
Okay, Switzerland. Gotcha.
So long. What?
This is Switzerland. I got you.
Okay. So long as there's not any communication between the two of you, verbal or non-verbal.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there's two issues today. One is the pretrial and the other is bond violation. Okay, so as to the pretrial counsel,
Yes, Your Honor, he was simply just asking for an adjournment to June, or July 18th. For the request of the attorney of record.
and that's because he needs discovery as
That's correct.
submitted by the discovery order.
Correct.
July 18th at 10 a.m. Discovery order signed. Or we'll also note that as to the bond violation counsel, the allegation is that your client failed to appear for testing on June 7th. On May 12th, he was tested, he was positive. I'm sorry, May 26th.
Yes, Your Honor, I was just suggesting that so the attorney of record.
Counsel, here's the problem. The problem is that the court has concerns regarding Mr. Carmona following the court's bond conditions, so I want to make sure he's following those bond conditions.
Your Honor, I believe it's alleged that he went to go test, but he went to the wrong testing facility, so he couldn't find himself to go the next day, and he did test.
So that was for the May, which is why he wasn't violated for that one. He, on May 23rd, went to the wrong location, they came to court, and then he tried May 24th and 25th, but they were closed, and so he tested May 26th, so it's not a violation for that. This one is June 7th.
And what's the alleged violation?
He failed to show up for his testing on June 7th.
I called every day. I didn't know there was I swear I called every day.
Not much. So I would just ask that this be adjourned so Mr. Shelby can handle it. This is his client, understanding.
Okay, so let me do this. Let's set the bond violation, we'll adjourn the bond violation to June 28th,
I forgot.
Is that a problem, sir?
Does Mr. Shelby hear that day?
Yes. Mr. Carmona, is that a problem? You seem frustrated. Is that a problem?
She took all my money. She took all my stuff out of the house. She's taking the house. She's taking everything. She's going to keep the kid. I'm never going to see my
Hold on.
kid. My life is falling apart. This is over drink. One night drink. One night drink.
The phone needs to be off.
I'm sorry for how I acted in court last
Hold
time.
on. The phone, all phones should be off.
My business is falling apart. I can't. I'm falling apart. I'm becoming more depressed every day because of all of this.
Okay, well, sir, if I recall correctly, at the arraignment, you had already relocated out of the marital home.
No,
Prior to
she
this
did.
effect.
She did.
Well,
This is
somebody
my
did.
house.
Somebody
She
relocated.
kicked me out. I came home to get my stuff to work. And I came home and all my stuff was in my car. All the locks are changed, which the PPO states cannot happen. She did that to me. I can't even, all the money's out of our bank account. It's like 12 grand in there. She pulled it all out. It's all gone. I have no idea where it's at. I can't even ask her. And now this, and then the only time that she wants to show up in my life is to this. And I'm falling apart. Horribly. I'm not drinking, not doing anything. Okay? I just need it to be done. I'll pay you guys whatever money you want. I've already paid Chris $2,500.
Sir,
Whatever it takes.
sir, it's not about paying the court whatever money that they want. Okay? There's an allegation that you violated the bond. So that one I'm not adjourning out for a month. So we're going to set that for next Wednesday, June 28th at 9:30. I know your attorney is available that day.
It's a July.
No, June 28th. And if you were to test today, what's in your system?
Marijuana.
When's
When's the last time you used marijuana? You get a valid prescription for it? You do.
And a letter of recommendation as well. That's the day after I got out. Chris said that 98.3% of the time he will allow it to happen as long as I have taken those 2 things.
Okay, so did you submit that to the court?
I submitted it to him, and he said he submitted it to you guys. He said I got nothing to worry about. And the text messages to her.
Sir, let me just clarify for you that, well, yes, those are the requirements of the court. You need to submit that, it needs to be submitted to the court
He submitted today.
and approved before you can use it without violation.
And he didn't tell me everything. So we're good. He's not here today, so.
We'll make sure he gets that. and bond compliance.
If I thought I wasn't allowed to use it, I wouldn't use it. I use no over the counters, no vitamins, no gummies.
I understand that. And when, I'm sorry, you have your intake appointment scheduled for what date?
Intake appointment, as far as like the psychiatric evaluation.
Yes.
I've already accomplished that. I just didn't pick up the paper. I'm completely fine. They told me it was a 7-minute conversation. They said, you're not saying that there's toasters are talking to you. It was 2 meetings. First it was an intake, and then I spoke with the psychiatrist, who was a nice man. He asked me a bunch of questions. Do you want to harm yourself? Do you want to harm anyone else? Why are we talking about this? This is a court ordered thing. He goes, okay, cool. I'll give you your results. I said, can you tell me what's wrong with me right now? He said, there's nothing wrong. He said, I'm going to give you a report. I go, are you thinking I'm crazy or anything? He goes, well, you're not saying you want to talk to toasters or harm anyone or harm yourself. So no, it's going to be a pretty normal report. I just have to get it and bring it to you. Chris said that it wasn't a big deal that I didn't get it today.
Okay. Well, sir, based upon the arraignment and even today, and based upon what was put on the record at the arraignment, those are the reasons I sent you for your evaluation. And so I need you to email that in today, whether it's by way of your attorney or whatnot. I need to be able to review that today because there's a diagnosis somewhere for you, right?
Sure.
There's a diagnosis for you.
I believe everyone is bipolar to an extent. I believe everyone's easy.
So to say that there's nothing wrong, it's not accurate. Right. Okay. But I also, whatever that diagnosis is, there may need to be medication to help balance it out.
Okay. May I say one more thing?
Sure.
Your requirement was that I scheduled the appointment, and you said specifically, and there's a video on YouTube that says, you said, you may not even attend the intake before your next court appointment, but as long as it's scheduled, that's good. I'm going to tell you, I've already completed it all. I just need to turn it in.
Sir, when I stated that, you're correct. I stated that if it was scheduled, but you weren't able to get in for an appointment because of scheduling issues, then that wouldn't be a violation. Not that you wouldn't have to schedule it.
Right, but there was no requirement to say you need to have your psychological evaluation present with you. Now, granted, it's common sense, but there really wasn't set in stone that, hey, you have to do this. And Chris said, if you don't have it, it's all right, because we're going to get it on the next court date, because he informed me that there's going to be another court date. So he said, totally fine, just make sure you're at court on time. Don't compromise being late for court by going to get that paper from Team Wellness.
Okay, so I understand that. And I'm telling you now, I want that to be sent into the court today.
And top priority.
Okay, anything else, counsel?
No, it's not good.
All right, court order to keep bond and conditions are continued. So, sir, what I'm going to do,
Judge, may I address bond on behalf of Mr. Carmona?
okay, so for the record, bond is currently, he's posted the bond. So the bond conditions are alcohol tether to Wayne County Jail and random testing and the mental health evaluation. So the mental health evaluation has been completed.
That's correct, Judge. So in good faith, I'd simply just be asking this honorable court to remove Mr. Carmona's alcohol tether. Intended us for up to 5 weeks. It's not had any positive tests. He's also spent 5 days in jail. I think at this point, he's proven that he's been abstaining from using alcohol. So I'd simply just ask that for the consideration to remove it at this time.
Okay. Well, and I recall as well that alcohol seems to be a pretty prevalent factor in your life, at least up until May 12th. The court will also note that I think Mr. Carmona has been called to test twice, one of which he didn't attend. And the court's going to continue the alcohol tether at this point. I'd like to reevaluate it next week. We can certainly reevaluate it next week. But given the concerns the court has and the nature of the charges and the level of intoxication, the court's going to continue the tether at this point.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else?
Not this time.
All right, bond and conditions are continued, and we'll see you back next week, Mr. Carmona, for the bond violation. And then the adjourned pretrial is July 18th.
So I'm gonna be here June 28th at 10 a.m.
Yes,
All right, hey, thank you.
Thank you.
have a good night. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I was starting to say before we address the bond, because there's a current PPO and to make everybody more comfortable, Mr. Carmona, I'm going to have you stay in the courtroom for a few moments, and then Mrs. Carmona can leave first. Then there won't be any concerns if there's any interaction or otherwise. Okay.
It'd be so cool to know how big the baby bump is and just know how healthy the baby is and just, you know, I don't even feel like dad at this point.
Well, sir, maybe
Fill your cup.
maybe your dad can get some information regarding the child, or you can. Okay.
That's cool.
All right.